felt that Blink-182 falls in that same category as My Chemical Romance. Not because it was necessarily emo or because Blink-182 was pop punk, but I always felt that Blink-182 perfectly encapsulated the stresses and fears and anxieties that come with existing and growing up as a teenager and going into young adulthood. When I was in middle school and high school, what first attracted me to Blink was, of course, the quick wit, the dirty jokes, the rapid fire songs, the fact that they were very short and you can listen to them quickly. There was this energy and momentum going through them. But as I grew up and as I learned and grew as a person, you know, the lyrics actually started speaking to me more and more as time goes on. Even now that I'm well into adulthood, I can still go back and listen to and I go, ah, yes, this is what it felt like at that time in my life. So when they announced their 2023-24 World Tour, I had to go. The concert was at the Hershey Park Stadium in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I've actually never been there, at least for a concert. I was there many, many years ago when I was in marching band because the marching band championships were always at the Hershey Park Arena. A couple of things about the stadium is that it's actually right next to the parking for the actual amusement park. However, because the park was open, you couldn't just park there. You had to park across the street, and so you were able to go to tailgate and drink and cook food and bring grills and all that. So, of course, my friends and I did, and we had a great time having a little pregame before the concert. We arrived at the gates of the Hershey Park Stadium, and the energy is incredible. There's so many people, and they are so excited to be seeing one of the best bands on the face of the earth. The stadium itself, I think, is fine as a concert venue, but I do have just a little bit of criticism. What they did was they kind of blocked off the various entrances, so there was really one main entrance and one main exit. While leaving the venue, we got kind of bottlenecked. Have you ever seen that episode of Adventure Time where Finn and Jake go to hell? Yeah, that was us, just sitting in lines, squished together, trying to shuffle on out. I will admit that the lines for all of the bathrooms were a little on the insane side, but the venue itself was fine. It was a beautiful, beautiful summer day in May. Not too hot, not too cold. It was just right. And so as we go ahead and we arrive to the venue, I mean, we're exploding with excitement. We just can't wait. So the opener comes on, White Reaper. Fine. Totally fine. I'm sure they were so very thrilled to be on tour with Blink-182. Same thing with the second band that came on, Turnstile. Great energy, lots of movement, clearly very, very excited. And as soon as they started, it was just a non-stop wave of comedy and nostalgia and great, great music from start to finish. Everything from Blink-182 was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Blink's library, I mean, of course they were going to play so many fantastic hits. Man Overboard, Ghost on the Dance Floor, Adam's Song, All the Small Things, naturally, Damn It. And they actually did go ahead and play Happy Holidays, You Bastard, which is the second band that I've ever seen that would play a holiday theme / Christmas song, the first being Weird Al. But I have to admit I went a little berserk when they started with Happy Holidays, You Bastard. And of course, they did go ahead and they did play Family Reunion. And it's beautiful, beautiful. Also really enjoyed about Blink when they came on is that they really did feel that they wanted to interact with the audience. They told very, very funny stories. They shared heartfelt moments. Mark, right before they had played Adam's Song, was talking about his cancer diagnosis. And it shattered, like it just hurt, like right here in my heart. I felt the sincerity and the sadness, and it made the music all that much better. They were able to talk about happy times and sad times and what it was like growing up together and growing up with each other. And I feel like that's a good representation of their music. It's deceptively very poppy until it isn't. I was so satisfied from start to finish. The only thing that I wish they had done is I wish they had played I Built This Pool. Because I Built This Pool is like a 16-second song, and I thought they could have added that. If you're curious how that one goes, it goes like this. I want to see some naked dudes. That's why I built this pool. And that's it. That's it. Watching three best friends perform music, and it's very, very sincere. I always like when artists and bands, they interact with the audience, they tell stories, they actually connect. And Blink is certainly phenomenal at going ahead and connecting with the audience. One particular standout moment for me is when they played Happy Holidays, You Bastard, and they changed the lyrics because they were supposed to play the song in darkness, but like fire kept going off, and they were like, you gotta turn the fire off, and like funny bits like that. But it was consistent all throughout. And yes, of course, as per their brand, they did have a very healthy amount of penis jokes that admittedly were pretty funny. They did get quite a few laughs out of me. Blink 182 is again one of those bands that means a lot to me. They are a group that has gotten me through the worst times of middle school, high school, college, adult life. And I'm genuinely very grateful that they are able to still go ahead and tour and make good music and laugh with each other. I know that the history of Blink is a bit on the rocky side with members coming and going and leaving, but we had the three original boys together at last for a wonderful and entertaining night. I hope that I may get a chance to see Blink 182 again. I'll certainly take it. I hope that they continue to play for years and years and years to come, and they're able to laugh and enjoy being with each other and with their fans and doing what they love, because like I said, it is just so infectious to hear how cheery and happy they are together. It reminds me of my old friends, and I think that's partially why it makes me so nostalgic, is that it's like when I'm with my friends and we're together doing anything. That's the same feeling that I get. And I'm really grateful that Blink is able to kind of help take me there, even after all these years. Now that being said, as you probably guessed, I did get myself a little bit of band merchandise like I do for most of my concerts here. So what we have is the Blink tour shirt. I liked it because it has the globe that's on fire. Got the tour dates on the back. Now, one thing to note is that I don't think you can get this t-shirt online, and what's really cool is that depending on the location of the show, there's actually a custom t-shirt that you can go ahead and get. I saw one shirt that had like their creepy Blink bunny logo, but it was Edgar Allan Poe in Baltimore. The one that was at Hershey was the rabbit as like a creepy looking Willy Wonka. It was pretty awesome. I didn't really find it like it enough to get it, but I just want to point out that no matter what show that you go to on this tour, there's probably going to be some sort of location-specific merchandise. So hey, be on the look for that. It goes without saying that with how important Blink is to me, I could not recommend going enough. The tickets themselves were fairly inexpensive. There were a lot of seats that were still open on the day of the concert itself. And you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you do go ahead and miss this one. I don't know how much longer, of course, they're going to stay together, how much longer they're going to be around, but they said they'll be coming around again, so I hope that's true. I hope they continue to laugh and love and live and make fantastic music and content for us for many, many more years to come. Well, that being said, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Always,